Right, I just built a dream home office studio here in the backyard, and in this video I want to show you what it looks like on the inside, the behind the scenes, all the gear I'm using to run my businesses and this YouTube channel. So welcome in. And just as a quick side note, when you're watching this and if you have a goal to have your dream studio at home, but you can't afford right now to pay up front $50,000, but you also maybe can't get a loan, I want to give you a strategy that I've been using to fund my dream office, everything that I buy. And so as you watch this video, stay to the end to get the more affordable gear, the strategy that I've been using to buy an office like this, and how you can do the same. All right, so here's where I do all of the work. This is a very comfortable chair, very important to have something that's ergonomic. And then the table is just a kitchen table, because I like a big table that's a lot of open space. I like to keep it clean, except for the cable management. I put a few wheels under it just so I can move it around when I film videos and stuff. And then probably the most important part here is the combination between the laptop, a MacBook M1 16-inch, and this 32-inch Apple XDR, I think it's called, because then I can design something on one screen and then build it in funnels.so or a software builder, a funnel builder, sorry, on the other screen. And so even when I'm doing something boring, I can watch a podcast video on YouTube, for example, on the other screen, or football, Champions League games. And then we have a few things that go along with our workstation. Things like the Apple Air Max, maybe, I don't know what it's called. I like that noise canceling. They're about $500, but they're totally worth it. And then the microphone. So when you create videos, if you film videos, it's important to have great audio. As I invested in a Shure SM7B, and this is very common with like podcasts and stuff. It's what they call a Joe Rogan microphone. So when you do have that, you gotta have something called a cloud lifter to strengthen the audio. So make sure that you get one of those if you want to plug it into your computer. And then with that, I also use a Scarlett Focusrite for the audio and adjusting the volume and things like that. And then the camera goes into a Camlink 4K that also captures video onto QuickTime on the laptop. So very simple to film video once you've just set all of this up. I spent so much time learning how everything works, how it fits together, but once you have it done, it's like super easy to film videos. Which, speaking of which, I have two cameras. The first one is a Sony A7R III, I believe. And then this one is a 35mm Sony 1.8 f-stop, the lens. I got a Sony wireless microphone. This one is great because you don't have to change the battery, you just plug it into the camera and it gets the battery from the camera, which is great because then I also have cables that I plug into the camera that charges 24/7, so you don't have to change even the battery of the camera. And then the second one I'll show you in a second, but this one is a tripod. It's a little bit thicker because it's holding a teleprompter. So I'm using a teleprompter for a simple reason. I want to not ramble, and I want to know what I'm going to say to respect your time. And so I plan on a video, I script it, and I can simply read it here from the iPad 12.9-inch iPad Pro. This one is also great for sketching things out with an Apple Pen. And then lighting. Lighting is very important. This one is a, what's it called? It's a 1.5 or 1.2 meters, a Godox SL150. And that also comes with a tripod or a stand for that. Got a second tripod here for single camera when needed. And then just a simple lamp in the background for that cozy environment. Very important that you feel inspired, you have a place where you're creative. These are acoustic LED panels, not LED panels, or like wall panels. I'm still thinking about how I can create this more natural, more wooden type of environment here. Like you see some of these elk horns, I think they're called. Probably not, but you get the point. I want to have this like Scandinavian Viking, almost Lapland feel to it. If you ever been to a Lapland hotel, you get the the idea of it. I got a few LED lights in the background from Nanoleaf. That's the logo of our company, along with a few of these handmade. I just, I like the attention to detail as a creative person. So I bought a few of these metal things. Obviously this is the freelance agency setup. And then this is just sort of complete this empty space here instead of putting like a TV or something in the background. And then we have a second camera. It's a Sony A7C with this one is a 20mm 1.8, I believe, a Sony lens. So you want to have a few different ones if you can, like a 50mm, 20, 35, and 85. And then I try to get 1.4 or 2.8 for that blurry background. And then I like having a few different lights, like a nano tube, just to change the color of everything in the background. And then we got one from IKEA here in the background as well, just like the fake plant. I would never get a real one because I forget to water it. And then this one I like having in the background just for basic YouTube videos. We have the 50mm, 60mm lens right here as well. And then this is a slider that I haven't used in a while, but we're going to. So these are great because you can just put all of your, if you're still printing paper, so using that for accounting or whatever, or you got bags for when you're traveling, things like that. I'm using a douche bag. This one is great for travel, so I use that one a lot. And then we got a few of the things that I keep close to my heart, things like the Iron Man medal. When I did my first one, I pushed myself to see what I can do and accomplish, even though the time wasn't great. Just because if you want to be successful and you want to create something big, you want to push yourself on all levels in all areas of life. And wealth, health, relationships, without those three, money doesn't really matter. You don't want to be sick in a bed, and so you want to focus on like up-leveling in every area of your life. Got another light right here. This one is a ring light, a Halo 18. So you can put that behind you so that you can separate yourself from the background. And that one helps when you're filming videos. But most importantly, none of this matters. You can do this, you can build a business with all of this if you just find a simple place where you can be creative, you can feel inspired, you can separate yourself so you can protect your energy away from people around you who are sometimes just distractions. And so plan your week, your day, so that you have these holy spaces where nobody can come in, they can't call you, you have notifications turned off, so you can focus a few hours per day on building your goals, building your dreams, building your businesses.
All right, so I promised to give you a way that you can buy something like this as well in your own business. So what's good is when you're buying from a contractor or a business that builds these type of solutions, these types of buildings. I have, actually my brother is a part owner in this company that built it for me. And I asked them like, hey, is it upfront? Like, do you want me to pay it in installments? Like what, how does it work? And he's like, actually we could just bill you every month for as much as we've built. And so some months that would be 5,000, right? And some months it would be 10 and then 5,000 again. And so I think they built it for maybe 3 months or something before I got in here. But the payments were like 4 or 5 months spread out. So the entire 50,000 wasn't upfront. And so obviously with cash flow, that was, if you're strapped, like that can be easier for you. But then also in my business, I always like to gamify things. So what you can do is you sell a service, a high-ticket service where it's all done for you. Like I sell sales funnels, so we do everything for them. We say, hey, don't worry, we launch your entire funnel, we write the copy, we do the design and everything. And so I get clients paying me 5,000, 3,000, 7,000, 10,000. And then I just gamify and say, like, if I want to buy this thing, a new computer, like I just need one client to pay for the computer, right? If I need a new screen and that's 1,000, I just need one client and that's going to pay for this one and the microphone. And so I just bought new stuff as I was focused on just serving clients. You can do the same where if you want to buy something expensive, you just sell more stuff, you gamify, you use it as your why. Why are you going to work so hard? Why do you want this? And how it's going to change your life? And then use that as fuel to go out there and get clients and just dive in and start making money in your business. And then, like I said, work with people. Even my first cameras and the laptop and stuff, I bought them on something like Klarna or afterpay or like monthly installments, because I wanted to just put on a payment plan and then just work hard and pay it as clients kept paying me money. So hopefully that helps. If you're starting out, we'll put links to more affordable cameras and everything. I would say the more serious you are, the more you should invest in yourself, whether that's education or your gear or your environment, because it's very important. But with that said, I'll see you in the next video.